Hi guys, let's have a talk about this breaking AFCON news. So the leaders, the president of CAF, Patrice Motsepe, has revealed that AFCON will shift to a 4-year cycle, basically to match things like the Euros, the World Cup, etc. They have done this obviously because of the global influence. We all know football sport is a global game. And that is why when you talk about certain things in football, you realize this is not just, just a kind of organization going into it. What it takes to get to the standard where it needs to be. You can't do it every 2 years. And they have agreed finally to take it to a 4-year cycle. We are so used to having it 2 years, but we should not get bogged down to the idea that, these Wazungus are trying to make us shift it to a 4-year. We should not be doing everything to please the Europeans, etc., etc. We need to sort of coming to the times. They are going to bring in a new tournament, like the way they do this European trophy thing. They're going to do an African one which will be running every 2 years. It's going to be a lesser trophy, but then it means that it can run in the summer. I think when the other tournaments are taking place, the AFCON has always been an inconvenience for all the other leagues in the world. And it has certainly meant certain teams like Arsenal, Manchester United, Manchester City avoid signing decent African stars because they know they're going to lose them when it's a crucial time in the calendar. So somehow it can benefit some African nations, but of course it's very unsettling because it seems like we are appeasing. And this thing is all about money. It's all about money. FIFA have got an agenda, which we can see from how they're running the World Cup, the Euros as well. They are not even complaining about the extortionate ticket prices, but it's possible with a 4-year cycle, the African Nations Cup can build itself to have the same or a similar profile to some of the biggest tournaments in the world, because we see it so rarely. It will give the nations enough time to prepare and build squads that can be strong and maybe improve the standard of competition when we go to the AFCON. I know it's very exciting. Everything changes every 2 years, but from 2028, it's going to be cycled every 4 years. Now, in 2027, 2 years from now, it's going to be going to Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, who are going to co-host this tournament. We saw, I think, a co-host of the under-20s, or was it the under-17s, between TZ, Tanzania and Kenya. TZ is Tanzania, Kenya, and somebody else. Was it Uganda still? Maybe it was like some sort of trial run. I remember there was an attempt to co-host a lesser tournament to see how it can be done. It can definitely easily be done. But this time, Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania are going to co-host it. And then after 2027, we are going to have another tournament in 2028. And then from then, 2028 is going to go to 2032 and 2036. So there is that thing. But yeah, definitely, you guys, the AFCON, basically, we need to move with the times. We would like it to be the same, and familiarity is good, but sometimes it breeds contempt. And it's one of these tournaments, apart from us Africans who love and adore it, everyone else views it in a contemptuous manner. Apart from insulting it, let's forget about the people insulting it. It's one of the most exciting tournaments in the world, but we need to acknowledge that it can be inconvenient for other footballing business going on around the world, and it can limit our access as Africans to some of the best leagues and talents in the world. So yeah, that is what is going to happen. What do you think? What do you think? Is it something, should I mention that it's not worth getting a bit too bogged down with the idea that UEFA and FIFA have intervened and forced our hand? that's just a reality of life at the moment. The world is changing. Do I want it every 2 years? Probably. I don't mind seeing it every 2 years, but every 4 years, we are going to get used to it because we're going to have different tournaments that are going to be put in place, which are going to be played in between. We are still going to get national football. It just won't be every 2 years the way we see it now. But yeah, I hope it benefits. I hope it works out in the long term. But of course, we'll see after 2036. If it doesn't work out, the leadership might change in FIFA and in CAF, and we might get back to our, status quo, something we are used to. But I've got a feeling it is not going to happen. We just need to accept it. There should have been a referendum across African footballing nations. But this thing is all about the money. It's all about the money. Why do you think the World Cup has gone to America? Do you think it's because America, they do not deserve to have their World Cup, but it's gone there because literally, guys, we do not have any influence when it comes to the decisions around the business of football. We watch it as spectators, but this is a big business with real money, big bucks involved. Even at African Nations Cup, there is a lot of money involved in this thing, and that is how it is. They basically need to move it to a 4-year cycle for whatever their business needs around the world. So yeah, that's just the way it is. That is the deal. So yeah, let me know what you think. This has been Daliso from DSS. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and share this with anybody who you think might be interested. I am going to be covering a lot of the games at the African Nations Cup. Make sure, guys, Zambia, I am your girl. Nigeria, I am your girl. Cote d'Ivoire, Congo, DRC, I am your girl. I'm going to be watching the Cameroonians. Basically, if there's a game playing with any of these big teams, I'm going to watch it and I'll do my predictions, and I'm going to also do my post-match analysis. Otherwise, let me know what you think and what I should focus on, and then we'll talk about it later in the comments. Right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Good night. Bye-bye.